What is up, friend? My name is Josh West with Cellar Sound, and we are back today with another mix tutorial here in GarageBand. Today, we're going to look at bass guitar, which on this track, I think is like a string bass, like a cello low bass. And we're going to do some things that I would normally do to an electric bass guitar. So the fundamental principles are exactly the same. It'll be kind of fun. Before we jump into that, if you haven't yet, please go download my Ultimate Vocal Preset Bundle. There's over 40 presets that are completely free that you can download, and it comes with a free training video. I show you basically how to easily put it onto your system, and basically I just show you some info on how to use presets to get the best sounding vocal you possibly can. There's a link in the description where you can download that for free, and you'll be added to my list, where I also let you know anytime I come out with a new video. All right, let's get straight into this. So this is a track from my good friend, Sebastian Bach. I've used him in the past couple videos. This song is just such a perfect example for what is possible inside a GarageBand. So definitely let me know if you like it down in the comments. Let's just listen to this track. It's a rough mix with everything in. All right, so let's single out this bass guitar here and listen to how this sounds. So you can see I've got a little bit of compression going on, nothing crazy, and no EQ at all, actually. This sounds great on its own. So what I want to do is I want to create another track that's a parallel to this track that has some distortion and some heavier, drivier compression. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this cycle off. We're going to make sure this is just soloed, and we checked to make sure that all that we were hearing was the bass. And we're going to go ahead and share this. So we're going to export this song to disk. We're going to name this bass parallel, and we're going to throw this into the downloads here. We got to make sure that we're on wave and uncompressed 24-bit. GarageBand will default this to 16-bit. You don't want this because you're exporting at a lower quality and then having to bring it back into a better quality, and then you export it again at a lower quality. So anyway, just keep this to 24-bit. And we're going to make sure the export cycle area is off. That way it just does the full track. So we're going to go ahead and hit export. We already have something named bass parallel, so bass para. Now export. All right, perfect. Now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and grab that from my downloads, make sure I put it directly at the front of the track. We're going to drag this underneath the bass and listen to it just to make sure that this is indeed what we have. All right, awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some distortion. So I'm going to go to this distortion 2 here, and we're going to go ahead and go to one of my presets. Here's the presets that you get in that Ultimate Vocal Preset Bundle, link in the description. So we're going to go to Heavy Distorted Vocal Effect and just kind of listen to what this sounds like. This is good, but I want it a little crazier. All right, this sounds crazy right now, but we're gonna take a little bit of this low end out because we want the low end, or at least I want the low end of the bass for the track to be this dry bass, this original bass that we had. I want the low end to be clean and everything else to be a lot more drivier. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and add. We're going to add this free plugin that's a compressor right here just to give a lot more compression than we have going on right now. All right, and then we're gonna mix this in with this bass guitar and see what this sounds like. All right, let's mute these vocals real quick so we can listen to this. All right, so let's listen to just how it was before with the single bass and no parallel. Now with the parallel. Pretty cool. It just adds a little bit of an aggression in those higher frequencies on that bass guitar. What's cool about this is now that we have this on a separate channel, we can play with some automation to make this really cool. So in the beginning here, when this bass kind of first comes in, it's really soft. Let's listen here. You can hear whenever I unmute this bass parallel, it seems kind of out of character, right? So we're going to hit this A. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the chorus. So I think... So let's just say that it is about here. And we're going to make a little dot right after so that we have control of it after. So I'm going to completely lower it for this beginning. So now these lines are basically this fader. You can see whenever I bring this up and down, it's bringing the fader up and down. It's just sort of printing or recording down that this fader is going to stay all the way down at this point. So now in the beginning, we have this nice clean sounding bass. And then what we can do is we can create some excitement by slowly adding it in to crescendo into the start of this chorus. Maybe right here. Let's start it about here. So now we can take this guy and kind of bring him up like this. Let's see how this sounds. And it works out really nice because you can also bring it back out and maybe in the bridge, or maybe if there's a guitar solo, you can make it more exaggerated and more edgy. It adds a lot of possibilities when you start playing with adding these parallel elements while also being able to automate them and change them around. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to download that free vocal presets plugin, especially if you're first learning how to EQ. That's kind of what those presets are designed for. Thanks, friend. See ya.